friends, today we are going to learn digital signal and image processing. The subject code is CSC701. This subject contains total 6 units and today we are starting from first unit, that is discrete time signal and discrete time system. As the name of the subject is digital signal and image processing. So what is the meaning of signal? Because this subject is totally depends on signal. So what is the meaning of signal? Signal is what? Signal is defined as a physical quantity that varies with time, space, then any other independent variable, which can be anything that comes information, which is called as signal. Signal is basically what? Which carries some information, which in the form of anything. Let us see that. Speech signal. Speech signal are generated by vocal cords. Then again ECG signal. ECG are generated by polarization and depolarization of heat medium. Hence the signal can be said to be generated by a particular system. The system what? A system is a device that produces signal and also perform an operation on a signal to give the desired output. Let us see. Suppose we want to amplify some signals. In this case, what we are using? Amplifier. Amplifier means what? Amplifier is made up of resistor, capacitor, transistor, inductor and many other things. It takes input from microphone. It takes input from microphone, which is a continuous signal, and amplifies it to give us a continuous output signal. Such an operation is called as analog signal processing. A generated analog signal processing system which will give us analog information. And another example is what? If we want to filter out some noise, then we pass the signal through filter. In this case, the filter is also a system. Hence, the system could be an interconnection of components that performs an operation on an input signal and produces an output signal. This production of a desired output signal from an input signal is known as signal processing. So there are three important terms we are going to discuss in signal processing. The first is signal. As we told you earlier, signal means what? Signal is a physical quantity that varies with the time, space or any other independent variable. Anything that carries some information can be called as a signal. The second is system. System is defined as a device or a combination of devices which produces signal and also perform operations on signals to get the desired output. Then third is signal processing. The production of a desired output signal from input signal is known as signal processing. In analog to digital converter, continuous signal to discrete time signal conversion is done by using analog to digital converter. Here, the input is continuous signal which is given to analog to digital converter. The ADC is fed to digital processor, which process the discrete time signal. The output of digital processor is again in a digital form. This needs to be converted back to a continuous signal for any output device to understand it. This is done by using digital to analog converter. This and the digital to analog converter again give output in a continuous form. Here x of t is what? X of t is continuous time signal. X of n is discrete time input signal. Then y of n is discrete time output signal, which is output of DSP. DSP means digital signal processor. And y of t is a continuous time output signal. So this is a basic block diagram of signal processing. Next we are going to learn advantage of digital signal processor over analog processor. Now we are going to see advantage of DSP over ASP. DSP system have more blocks than ASP system. There are many advantages of working in a digital domain. The first is flexibility. Digital signal system is flexible, that is, they can be reconfigured simply by changing the program. Hence, these systems are extremely versatile. Next, DSP system can be easily replicated. Replicated means what? Duplicate, as they do not depend on component tolerance. This is not done in analog system. Then third point, accuracy. Accuracy also plays an important role in determining the form of signal processor. The design and analog system we need components like resistor, capacitor, inductor and many other components. The tolerance of these components reduce accuracy of an analog system, but this is not done in digital signal processing. In digital signal processing, the accuracy is high. Then, next point is complex mathematical algorithm. Such a complex mathematical algorithm can be easily implemented by using DSP system, while it is extremely difficult to build this algorithm using circuit. Next point. Because of the use of software, DSP system can be easily upgraded compared to analog signal processing system. In the next point, in most cases, digital systems are cheaper compared to ASP. So, these are the 6 advantages of DSP over ASP. First is flexibility, second is easily duplicated, third accuracy, fourth complex mathematical algorithm can be easily derived, fifth is easy to upgrade, and sixth is cheaper than ASP. But there are some limitations of DSP. The very first limitation of DSP is DSP system make use of ADC and DAC. ADC means what? Analog to digital converter, and DAC means what? Digital to analog converter. These devices slow down the process. Hence, the DSP system is not as fast as ASP system. Second limitation is a typical DSP chip contains thousands of transistors and hence the power consumption is more compared to ASP system. Third, the most important limitation of DSP system is that they are not suitable for signal which have huge bandwidth. So, these are the three limitations of digital signal processing. First, it is not as fast as ASP. Second, power consumption is more as compared to ASP. And third, not suitable for a signal which having huge bandwidth. Now we are going to see the classification of signal. The signal is classified into three types. The first is continuous and discrete time signal. Now see what is the continuous and discrete signal. A signal that exists for all time in given interval is said to be a continuous signal or analog signal, which is shown in this diagram. The signal is continuously increase is known as continuous signal in a given interval of time, which is main point, which called analog signal. Most of the naturally occurring signal are continuous in nature. Then the example of continuous signal is speech signal, vibration, ECG and waves, etc. The discrete time signal is one that is defined only at a specific value of time. See this diagram. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. At a specific time interval, the signal is shown, which is called as discrete time signal. Now, the discrete time signal is defined as x of n is equal to a cos omega n. And continuous signal is represented as x of t is equal to a sin omega t plus theta. This is the meaning of continuous and discrete time signal. Second is continuous valued and discrete valued signal. The value of continuous time or discrete time signal can be continuous or discrete. The signal can take all the possible values. It is said to be a continuous value. In other hand, if the signal can take only a finite set of values, it is called a discrete signal values. Continuous means what? If the signal can take all possible values, it is called continuous signal. And if the signal takes only finite number of values, then it is called discrete value signal. Then the third is deterministic and random signal. Third is deterministic and random signal. A signal which can be uniquely represented by a mathematical formula is called as deterministic signal. Since there is a mathematical formula, all past, present and future values are known and hence the name is deterministic. Then random signal. Random means what? The signal which cannot be represented by a mathematical formula is called random signal. Such a signal evolve over a time and unpredictable. So there is a difference between deterministic and random is what? Deterministic means what? The signal which can be represented by mathematical formula is called deterministic, and the signal which cannot be represented by mathematical formula is called random signal. The next important point is aliasing and Nyquist rate. Aliasing means what? It is a phenomena where high frequencies look identical to low frequency because of low sampling frequency. See, aliasing means what? High frequency. Look identical to low frequency. High frequency is look identical to low frequency because of low sampling frequency. Because of what? Low sampling frequency. Low sampling frequency. In order to represent a continuous signal faithfully, we need to take as many samples as possible. So, for a continuous signal, we have to take continuous sampling. This is done only in analog to digital converter having high sampling. So, sampling theorem was introduced in 1949 by Shannon. Hence, it is called as Shannon sampling theorem. What this theorem tells us? It states that a continuous time signal x of t can be completely represented in its sample form and recovered back from the sample from if the sampling frequency fs is greater than or equal to 2f, where f is maximum frequency, that is f max, in a continuous signal. I am repeating, a continuous time signal x of t, continuous time signal x of t can be completely represented in its sample form and recovered back from the sample form if the sampling frequency fs is greater than equal to 2f in a continuous signal. The minimum sampling rate of 2f is called as Nyquist rate. This is called Nyquist rate. Low sampling frequency give rise to aliasing. Basically, 2f is a Nyquist rate. Then we are next see anti-aliasing filter. What is anti-aliasing filter? Anti-aliasing filter means what? The minimum sampling frequency which is essential for 2f. Minimum sampling frequency which is essential for 2f, and f is maximum frequency. This fs is equal to 2f is called as Nyquist rate. fs is equal to 2f max is what? Nyquist rate. Nyquist criteria of fs is greater than or equal to 2f will never be satisfied in such a case, and we will always encounter aliasing. This band unlimited signal are converted to band limited signal by passing them through a low pass filter. Means what? Those are unlimited signal are converted into band limited signal and passes through low pass filter. The sole purpose of this low pass filter is to remove very high frequencies, thereby making the signal band limited and hence removing the effect of aliasing. These low pass filters are called as anti-aliasing filter. All the Nyquist rate, aliasing filter and anti-aliasing filter are used in examples. There are some examples in such a case. So before that we are going to see a basic element of DSP.